coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about 23.
Yo.
What
up? Wow. This is not how I wanted to start my day.
What's up?
So yesterday I was out with food poisoning and I still feel like shit.
Oh my God.
But I walked in today for being like fucking whiplashed by Madison. Can you just tell me about yesterday and the training and how it went?
As far as like how she responded on some stuff?
Just in general, like how did this even come about? Like I don't even care about the fucking role play. I'm sure it wasn't good, but how did we even get there? Did he ask for it? Did he just say, was he like, alright, Madison, you're going to do a role play?
Yeah, I mean, he was just, I think he put new people in a lot of the trainings pretty much. And then I was in there because before Saturday, my shoulder lead was like 24%. So that's why I had to go in there. But he just did the role play on recon cards, and then he did role play on car soul leads. So
did he ask her to do it, or did she ask for it?
For the role play, it was only me and her in there, so that's probably why he asked her. Bree Mason was supposed to be there, but she called out. So I already did the role play 50 times, so that's probably why he made her do it.
Did he? So when she did it, was he just like, all right, well, why was all of that wrong?
No. You know how Dustin trainings is.
I know, I'm just asking questions. I'm asking you specific questions because I gotta make sure I got my shit together before I go off. And then
you know how Dustin training is where you may think you was 100% right, and then he just say, well, here's a better way to do it, and then he go with his little salesman spiel.
Oh, I know how he does it. I'm just asking because that was what was specifically said.
Yeah, I don't think he figured her out at all, if that's what you're asking. Because
basically, she said that it was you and Wasim and
who?
Wasim.
Wasim went in the training. It was Roshan.
Oh my God. So then she said that Justin was like, all right, Malcolm, you're going to do a yard, but it's a first down. And that she didn't even know that was coming, and that she was the only one that did it, and that he said he stopped her. And I was just like, okay, let's go to I got the ball.
Nah, he just said, I like to put people on the spot because I like to get people out of their comfort zone. That's how he started it. So he said, so Madison, you're up. You know what I'm saying? And he called on her, and that's how it all started.
And then she said that when it was done, she told her what was wrong, and then said, Dylan, why don't you tell her what she did wrong?
No. He said, why don't you, do you have any feedback on it? Pretty much, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he can role play. And I ain't really say nothing bad about it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, pretty much giving a reason as to why Dustin was saying some of these things. Because, he like to sometimes get a reason. I mean, he like to tell it, but don't tell you why he's saying it.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of, giving some pointers on top of, like, yeah, he only saying this because you don't want to, dampen a phone call out and gets upset before you even get the chance to ask for the contact information, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I could tell she had got the vibe that it was, that she didn't do well. I could tell that because basically, Dustin told us, he said, no matter what, the car is sold, right? Pretty much saying, like, you gonna tell me that the car is sold. So what she did was,
from the gun, it's getting the equipment first and trying to figure it out. She didn't have the car sold.
Yep, she went to the car sold, and then she didn't really, offer any other options. And then he was like, yeah, I only like the white, pretty much. So I was looking at inventory as she was doing it to see what she would say. And then she ended up making up a whole car, you know what I'm saying that was available. So that would be the main thing I would say. Yeah, she ended up making up a car. And the car that she made up was the same car that he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think she's.
So Jalen told me that she didn't give me specific on what she said, and then she was like, well, you're parent, and then
he's going to run into a
we don't want or something like that, and then you responded back with like, yeah, but we need to try to get them something else first before we just start telling them that it's not there. And she's like, well, isn't that fine? And then I interjected, I was like, well, no, remember, like, we still want to assume the appointment before we tell them the bad news, right? Like, we still want to get them something. I was like, because if you remember, we went over it. If you just tell somebody the car is sold, they immediately check out, right? They don't care about listening. And she was like, yeah, she's like, but he just cut me off because I didn't know we were going to do that, and he just only had him do, like, only did a role play with me.
She only had 30 minutes, and that role play took about an hour.
And they hit the home run last drive.
I just wanted to, he just started going off. I was like, yo, did he just, like, for real make us go crowd? What's going on? Like, why did we, like, what happened? I said, I just got hurt, so I was afraid. Like, what just happened? I was like, obviously, but we were in a training yesterday. We were in a training. She wasn't supposed to be in it, but I put her in a training so she could hear what was happening. And I was like, I didn't anticipate her getting torn up. Like, I said, like, she was participating, yeah. I was like, but I just didn't know what happened. I was like, now I gotta regroup. I just spent 30 minutes trying to regroup her. And he was like, he told me his side. And I was like, look, I think that. So I was like, now I gotta get the truth. So, like, I heard his side, now I need to hear the 14.
Yeah, I think she was more so rattled because she, you know how, like I said, we all think we do good and you end up getting butchered because he come with a whole nother scenario and his response is way different than ours. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted to spill a Sonic price, and then she wanted to pretty much saying the car sold. She made up a car saying it was available for them to come in, and pretty much creating a bad situation because the car didn't exist. So he said, what happens if I tell you that I was coming in to see that car? You know what I'm saying? And I come in, what happens? And she was like, I don't know. So he said it wouldn't be a good situation, right? But he would, none that he said was in, you know what I'm saying, like a, I'm picking on you type way, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know what I'm saying, the training way, and he was laughing, and I was giving him helpful tips, so I think she just, I think it was just her first training with Destin. So she just gotta get used to it, but I mean, she didn't do bad at all.
Like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally. If they may gain more confidence, okay, they start this one, that's all right, let's keep moving it, make them do it.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Completely disagreeing on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly what you're talking about.
She gotta realize, like, even I, a good agent, you know what I'm saying?
I told her,
able to find Waller, that's complete. And the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, don't take it personal. And I was like, he's not taking it personal, right? And I was like, if you know how to do it better next time,
He'll
then
be
go back and do
taken
it.
down, but not before he
Yep.
gets
Like, and that should be a motivation, right? Like, take it as a motivation. Yeah,
15
I
yards
did
that
well.
time and
I'm gonna go
another
back and
first
try to do
down.
it next
Well,
time.
they're making an
Yeah,
effort to get the
that's what I mean, that'd be the only advice I give. To know, I mean, even now, like, even for his trainings, I'll say some of his scenarios. I really use him on the phone, but, you know what I'm saying, just for the training.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just want to hear your feedback on it because I wasn't there, so I want to hear from your perspective.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I think she's just kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, he's used to the training and whatnot.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is
Thanks a lot. I'm going to try to go back down
before he's
here.
inside the 30.
Right.
16 yards, a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for.
I knew she was going to get that type of feedback.
His own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Giants first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll buy some time right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it's 3rd and short. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, Bears.
First down, Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency variable.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bears will get the football back.
On downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Herbert on first down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he won't be close close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Herbert able to complete this to Shenault. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
39-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And now it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this will be a Giants first down as he gets us hit past the 30 to the 32. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action, now it's Tua. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He'll find Lindsey here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On play action, here's Tua sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Tua going to keep on the option. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tua. is incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bears 21, Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Herbert now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bears 28, Giants 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Eli Apple.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Williams on the stop.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Tua going to try and run. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here. And that's caught inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight,
Charles, it's one thing to